This famous bodybuilder spotted 3 gang members attacking an old man. What he did next made them instantly regret it. The first punch landed before anyone could react. It cracked through the narrow street, followed by the dull thud of a body hitting the pavement. The old man didn't even have time to raise his hands before another blow came, faster and sharper this time, drawing a small crowd that kept its distance. Just then, a black SUV screeched to a stop at the corner. The door swung open, and a bodybuilder stepped out. Hours earlier, he had been somewhere entirely different, under blinding lights, surrounded by roaring fans. The world knew him as a champion, a towering figure of discipline and relentless work, with titles, endorsements, and interviews driving a bodybuilding career few could keep up with. But nights like this were different. He preferred the quiet drive back through the city. It reminded him of where he started, streets not so different from this one, where strength wasn't measured by trophies, but by survival. As he turned into the dimly lit road, something felt off. 3 figures circled another. Their movements were too sharp, too deliberate. And what was happening? It wasn't just an argument, it was violence. He slowed the car, his eyes narrowing. He saw the old man stumble, heard the demand for money, and saw the way no one stepped in. He exhaled once, slow and controlled. Then the bodybuilder walked toward them, each step measured, heavy against the asphalt. Once near, he called out. The attackers turned. One scoffed, another told him to mind his business. But the bodybuilder didn't stop. He kept moving forward. The tallest of the 3 stepped up, cracking his knuckles, asking if he was looking for trouble. The bodybuilder tilted his head slightly, studying them. He said he wasn't there for trouble, but it looked like they had already found it. For a moment, there was hesitation. Something about him, his size, his composure, didn't fit the usual pattern. Then ego took over. The tall one snapped, ordering the others to attack. The first man lunged. The bodybuilder moved faster than anyone expected. His arm shot out, catching the punch mid-swing, stopping it cold. Shock flashed across the attacker's face before he was shoved back, stumbling into the others. The bodybuilder issued a warning, calm and steady. They didn't listen. The second came from the side, swinging wildly. He stepped in, closed the distance, and drove a precise strike into his midsection, just enough to knock the air out. The man collapsed, gasping. Without warning, the third pulled out a small knife. The bodybuilder's gaze hardened. He told him to drop it or regret not doing so. Something in his voice, low, certain, unshaken, cut through the tension. The man hesitated, glancing at his friends already struggling to recover. Sirens wailed faintly in the distance. That was enough. The tall one barked for them to go, grabbing the others. Within seconds, they scattered into the darkness, leaving the street in stunned silence. The bodybuilder turned immediately, kneeling beside the old man, asking if he was hurt. The man winced, clutching his side, saying he'd had worse. He nodded and helped him sit up. Carefully, he lifted him, steadying his weight. The onlookers began to murmur, some stepping closer now that the danger had passed. The old man thanked him, saying the gang would have taken everything if not for him. As the sirens grew louder, the old man urged him to leave before things got complicated. The bodybuilder shook his head, refusing. Moments later, police vehicles pulled up, lights flashing across the buildings. Officers stepped out, assessing the scene, their attention quickly shifting to him and the injured man. As questions began, the bodybuilder remained calm, answering briefly, his focus still on the old man. The tension slowly drained from the street, replaced by quiet relief. But beneath it all lingered something deeper, the realization that one moment, one decision, had changed everything for someone who couldn't fight back. The bodybuilder stood there, silent as the night settled again. Not every battle came with a crowd. Not every victory needed one.